You know, a couple of you guys suggested, hey Caleb, why don't you just review your own car? And I figured, that's a good idea. But then I had a better idea. Why don't I review my wife's car? Oh, oops. So this is my wife's beautiful Hyundai Ionic 5. People were like, Caleb, just review your own car. Why don't you review your own damn car? And I figured, my wife's car's newer, it's electric, and it's faster, at least to 100 as far as we know. Don't ask me how I know that. Being the dual motor version, this sort of beast has 320 horsepower with a range of 266 miles, and was Car and Driver's 2024 Best Compact SUV. With a statute like that, you got some serious competition. At number 1 itself, but the N version, then this guy at 2, followed by the Kia EV6, then the Ford Mustang Mach-E. But the awards don't start there. Last year, without the N in production, this baby won Motor Trend's 2023 SUV of the Year. That's SUV of all powertrains. All right, in the captain's chair here, what the can't really move anything without the car on, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Nice push to start, don't need the keys are hanging out right here. I'll actually get her on, of course, foot on the brake. Thank you for unlocking the steering wheel. I really enjoy the display. I think it's a 12.1 inch display here.
We get this guy a medic.
Let's turn that down.
Get him out of here.
If you know who that was, leave it in the comments. So yeah, we have two 12.1 inch displays here. This one fits perfectly, obviously right under your steering wheel, right under the top of your steering wheel. The steering wheel here is pretty nice. It's fairly thick, not thick like a BMW steering wheel by any means, but it's got some girth to it. Then it's got a slight flat bottom here, just to let you know that it will throw you in the back of the seats, especially at initial acceleration. Oh my God. Horn works. I'm not going to honk it because there's this kid playing basketball there. He's probably an adult, but whatever, it don't matter. Nice main display here. I wouldn't say it's super simple. It's a little complicated, but if you're living with this car for about a week, you'll get the hang of it. It's not rocket science. So everything down here is touchscreen, and that's pretty much all climate control, from heating up, and it's individual. So I could go over here and warm up this side to 68 while I'm hanging out at 70. Why am I at 70? It's way too hot. 62. We got circulation, defrosters front and back, fan speed, yada yada, more climate, yada yada. But when you hit this climate button right here, it will affect your main display 12 inch screen. But yeah, everything works fine. It's all touchscreen, and it actually will work while driving, which is surprising. You can see we've got a lot of functions here. Your main function that you will be using, my phone's not hooked up at the moment, but you will be using Apple Play. That doesn't show up unless your phone is plugged in. The main plugins down here, you will kind of need a long cord. Also, this is a SE. Your SEL, you do have a few other things. For instance, your center console moves forward and back. Leather seats, of course, as expected in the higher models. But as a SE, the lowest model you can get, minus this being all-wheel drive, you can get a rear-wheel drive SE. That's real broke boy shit. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't need all-wheel drive, get what you feel comfortable getting. But yeah, then we get back to these buttons. All these buttons feel nice. I really appreciate modern cars still having buttons, because everything's going to screens and touch screens. I drive a 2015 Audi. I like my buttons. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. If you don't, I like my buttons. We have a few shifters here. Your main drive select is this shifter here with a P on it. That's your park button. But you know, just like what you'd expect, you just turn this knob here to drive, turn it back to reverse. Easy enough. You just turn it slightly. The neutral is kind of weird, but you just you don't turn it as far. You just turn it a little bit, you know, and it'll go into neutral. Up here we have our windshield wipers. You know how that works. That's always the same for the most part in most cars. And then on this side we have our lights. The headlights are very unique. You know, they're signature headlights to this car. You really won't see anything like that on any other car. The tail lights as well. Yeah, very spacious in here, as you can imagine. And you know, everything works as it should. I'm gonna go and turn it off. You know, the battery, it's kind of irritating because, you know, if you just want to sit in your car and listen to music, you're gonna lose about a mile a minute as displayed. But once you get back on the road and get moving, get the regen going, your miles do come back as displayed again. Regen functions are these paddle shifters here. You got negative on this side, or minus on this side, I guess, to go down in regen, and then plus on this side to go up in regen. And all that really means is how hard the car will regenerate when you're coming to a stop, more so when you're just not on the gas. This car is trying to regenerate, get some power back. Actually, in the N version, it's converted into boost. I think it's called like N boost or something. Doesn't matter. We don't have the N version today. Maybe one day. But yeah, it's a great fit. Very spacious in here. A lot of headroom. I'm not even gonna go further into that. A lot of leg room. Of course, the seats are adjustable. Electric on this side, not electric on this side, but you know, SE.
Broke nigga alert.
All right, let's get to the back seat. All right, now we're here in the back seat. Who's this asshole sitting in front of me? Man, no, I'm kidding. I've got quite a bit of room. That's how I would sit. I'm about 6 foot and some change, maybe 6'1" if you're generous. But I've got you know, an inch of room for my knees if I want to bring them close. If I widen them out, see, so the seat's got this nice kind of bow going on here where you actually get more leg room the further you have your legs out. So total, you know, man complex, I guess. I don't know what you would call that. What? It's not bad. It's not bad back here. Sitting behind a 6 foot plus person. Otherwise, cloth seats. You do not have a cup holder in the SE. Oh, I'm shocked. That's a bummer. No backseat cup holders in the SE. Get you a SEL. I promise you will be happier. But the SE is not bad again, minus the cup holder. That's kind of disappointing. A little storage right here. A little, I don't know what you would put there, but you know, a little net storage. Yeah, really not much to talk about back here. Maybe height. I don't know. You guys tell me how many inches I got above my head. But the door cards are pretty nice. Let's sit like this, see if you can see the door cards. Got a nice, it's almost like a fake carbon fiber on the door cards. Of course, same handles in the front seat. Got your Windows control. Car's not on, so they're not working. Got two USB-A plugs right there, a little bit of storage. Yeah, not much going on back here. It's comfortable. I wouldn't want to like hang out back here for too long, just because I get car sick personally. I'm a front seat kind of guy, but yeah, not bad back here. Of course, you have more storage down here. I've got some little cleaning supplies. You know, I'm a car guy. Always got to keep your cleaning supplies. Shout out Lithium. I'm not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor, brother, I got you. But yeah, that's about how much you can fit down here. Maybe like a small book or a rag and a cup or a spray bottle. Yeah, I'm locked in. One more thing I'll show you guys in the back seat. The seats do fully collapse, giving you more room in your trunk. Boom, easy money, just this little lever right here. And I think that will actually help you recline a little bit. Yeah, so you can actually recline the seats just a touch as well. You can see this, how this seat's here. And the seats recline back further. Let's get to the trunk. All right, don't mind the dog hair and the dirt. It's my wife's car. We got plenty of room back here. I don't know the exact measurements, but I know I can fit. You get the gist. Got a little bit of storage under here. Of course, your batteries are down here, so not too much storage. Enough for your accessories to fit that come with Hyundai. Tire mobility kit. Good stuff. Hyundai. That's Velcro too. So as you can see, these heads are all one piece with the back seat, so they won't collapse like many other vehicles. You will maybe have to move the front seat if you sit like I do. But besides that, you got a lot of room back here. All right, well, Hyundai claims that this is an SUV, compact SUV. So of course we're gonna treat it like an SUV. Not gonna do anything crazy, just, you know, your typical camping trail. And it handles it like a champ, like nothing's going on. See what she does? She does nothing. I didn't even notice I drove over there. Very smooth, very smooth. I'm getting back into these rocks here. I'm trying to make a tight right turn here over the rocks. And any spinach? No, I didn't feel the wheels spin, not one bit. So yeah. Go backwards. Yeah, I was kind of expecting, you know, the wheels to kind of try to catch some traction there, and maybe one wheel spinning a little, maybe not aggressively because I wasn't really on the gas, but one wheel spinning just a touch. Maybe just a quick rotation, trying to get some traction, but nothing. All right, all in all, I like this car. You know, it's innovative, it's retro, but modern at the same time. You know, let's talk about a few of the specific things. A few of the Pacific things that I like, as Larry June would say. For one, the steering wheel. I think sitting in the cockpit, it's very driver oriented. You know, everything's within reach. I think that's why they went ahead and made this screen accessible while driving, because you're not too distracted here. You know, you can do what you need to do, and being that it's above the dashboard, you can still see where you're going, see what you're doing. Granted, some people are out there, or some people, so boom, that's one thing. Steering wheel, driver oriented. You know, that's about it. That's about it for the things that I do really like. Let's talk about some things I don't understand or just don't really care for. One thing being the regen paddles. Why are they making them look like paddle shifters? I get it. Maybe it's a sporty thing. I'm not sure. That's one thing. Another thing, I don't like how don't mind our shoes there. My wife and my slides, we're big slide people. Slides and socks all day. Anyway, I don't like how the main USB's over here. You know, we have two USBs over here, but they're not the main ones. They're not the ones that'll connect your Apple CarPlay and your Android, whatever it's called. Another thing. Where the fuck, excuse my language, but where in the world do I put my sunglasses? I don't know if it's a SE thing. Maybe a sunglass holder comes in the SLE, SEL. I don't know. But otherwise, you're just going to have to maybe put them in here, but then I go to the store and I fucking crush my sunglasses. Or maybe I put them down here, but then where'd my sunglasses go? All right, what do I like here in the back seat? Since there is no sunroof, which you will get in the SEL and the N, I do like this light. I don't know why. Maybe you saw earlier, but those lights there are like touch. There's no button, but in the back seat, there's a button that turns on and off the lights. I mean, I get it. That's cool. Yeah, the USB's cool down here. I don't mind that. That's, that's a nice addition. But why don't I have a freaking cup holder, man? But besides those few, oh, there's one more thing I do really like. Bro, I keep locking myself in the car, bro. Climb over. Plenty of room. I can easily climb over here. I'm on the front seat. I'm not the smallest guy. Boom, just like that in the front seat. All right, something I really like on the outside is this spoiler. This spoiler is sweet. Look at that. And it's so subtle. Like, you wouldn't even know that was there unless you really looked for it. I feel like that comes right out of a F1 book. I don't know. Or a Formula E book, I should say. Yeah, that's about it. Going on a little drive here. Debating where we should go. I mean, there's really not much going on. I'm just gonna take you on the sort of highway route. As you'd imagine, being an EV, this car is basically absolutely silent. You do get a little bit of EV noises. Yeah, I didn't even get any there. It was all tire. But yeah, we'll get on it here a little bit. So yeah, getting into your drive modes here. So if you just give it a press, right now we're in normal. We were in eco, now we're in normal. You can really feel the boost kick up, and then we go into sport, and you can feel it. It pulls because it's obviously a different throttle mapping for each mode, just like in a combustion engine car. Any car with different drive modes, it's always a different mapping in your throttle pedal or acceleration pedal or gas in your. All right, shut up, Caleb. All right, but here we'll do a little pull here because I don't see anyone coming. Just keep an eye on that. Oh my God, it's stupid. It is stupid. It is stupid. For 320 horsepower, it sets me in the back of the seat. I'm sure you heard everything in this car just fly back, including my neck. We'll go back into eco. It's the most makes sense mode, right? It's the mode that you're just gonna drive in every day on your way to work. Especially with the range of about 266 miles, you're not gonna want to take this car and commute it on 2-hour-long drives to work. You might as well stick with your combustion engine Honda or Nissan or whatever you're driving. But yeah, very smooth drive, and I'm sure, as you'd expect, the real only noise you're getting is wind noise and tire noise, especially depending on what kind of tires you have. These are some pretty soft Michelins, so you don't really get much noise from them, but we do get wind noise. I'll punch it again. And you can hear the wind just right past the car. Right, so that's an eco punch. You're really hearing the EV motor, all in eco. That's really all you hear. You're not going as fast. Nearly. I punched it, and you guys didn't hear anything fly back because you weren't really. It's a more gradual climb in eco and normal. Of course, normal's a little closer to sport than eco. As expected, but sport is in its whole different ball league. It is something else. Here, we'll go back into sport. Hopefully my wife doesn't see this video. It's all these bikers. All right, give her a little punch, a punch ski. Oh, heard a little tire squeal there. Wasn't finished turning. Alright, don't look at the speed. I'm probably gonna blur out the speed anyway. But yeah, that was a fast 0 to 60. Even for 76 miles, low battery, about 27% battery, it'll do what it needs to do. That's my review, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate you. Give me a like, subscribe, comment, answering any of the questions I asked. I'd appreciate you. Until next time, peace.